of these wonderful pieces of art, I chose Richard L. Nelson's Aid in Abet. I was just very attracted to it and found out that it is India ink and crayon on paper. It even makes it more attractive to me as it is, as he usually does, abstract work. But I chose to really talk to you today about Richard Nelson and why he's the father of the Davis Art Department. Because I didn't know it until I Wikipedia'd it and found some wonderful stuff written by Roland Peterson and Wayne Thiebaud. And the stuff that Lee Plessed said earlier certainly spoke to the fine artists that he pulled in to be instructors here. But I thought I might tell you some of the things he did before he actually became a formal artist. And actually, it's amazing in a short life that he squeezed this much stuff in. He was born in 1901 in Texas, son of a minister, and he was very much, must have been a go-getter. They sent him to high school in Brooklyn, but he went to Hoboken and became an engineer. His first real job, though, happened in Chicago as a draftsman designer for the Chicago Bureau of the Waterworks in 1920s and 30s. So he spent 16 years there designing the water system of Chicago. That alone is interesting to me. He continued his art studies at the same time at the Chicago Institute of Art. He was there for 5 years, 1927 to 33, and at the same time took interest in music and started studying music, where he met his lovely bride, Fay Nelson. Maureen Fay Nelson, also a painter. Please enjoy these two. Well, he finally left Chicago and moved to Los Angeles and was employed by an engineer of all things with Shell Oil. Earning his, moving into the times in the early 40s of the Second World War, he decided to join the Army Engineer Corps, and at the age, a young age still, moved quickly from private to the rank of captain. At the conclusion of the war, he decided to remain in Europe, and he studied art in Paris. So he's just already had about 4 careers. And I think I skipped over one quick one. From Chicago, he went to the University of Minnesota and studied medicine. So in 1946, he returned to the United States and went to Mills College to study under Reginald Marsh. As if that didn't keep him busy enough, he transferred over to Cal and got an AB and MA at Cal in art, and of course studied under some outstanding teachers there. But guess what tweaked his interest? Philosophy. So here we go, another vein of his interests, and he was hired at the Washington State University in Pullman and was there from 1948 to 52, teaching aesthetics and art history. So here's this guy, already lots of things under his belt, and Herbert Young from UC Davis was somehow attracted to him, found him. Young was the Dean of Letters and Sciences at the time. There was no art department here. So he sought out Professor Nelson and offered him the opportunity to start an art department. And I think clearly he chose the right fellow. So here he came over here and instantly started to attract faculty like Arneson, like Roland Peterson, and, you know, as Lee Plessed said, that these folks, Wayne Thiebaud, people who had the luck or the fortune or whatever to study under these guys at the time, they were truly greats right here in our little community. So he was a really, truly beloved teacher. He would have this ability to convey very vividly to students the sense of imagination, of the creative eye and the critical mind. And at his memorial service, the then Chancellor Mrak spoke of him. He concluded by saying that he was not just a big artist here, but a world-class artist, and we were very lucky to have him. One of my favorite things I read in here was from Roland Peterson, who said, this is one of Dick's great dreams, the opportunity to form a department from the ground up. Dick had to start from scratch. He was the first artist painter on this campus, and he was truly dedicated artist. But among his major works, one should really include the Davis Art Department. So, thank you.